Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's nice to see, a platform where independent software vendors that work within the managed service providers have a platform to discuss today our technology and services. Today, Storage Guardian is going to be launching our Cyber Cloud, which cross-correlates quotas of storage in the cloud together with managed detection response. And we found that this would be a perfect platform to do that. As the industry has shifted and changed within the managed remote backup industries, what we found really important for managed service providers to do is to build tools to help them weather the pivots and the changes. Storage Guardian, as an independent software vendor, has aligned itself with Veeam as a BDR, backup disaster recovery, and is integrated together with third-party professional software automations such as ConnectWise, and integrated into third-party marketplaces to allow a single ease of use to transact via the Ingram Micro Marketplace and the ConnectWise Marketplace. Today, I'm going to be discussing our core competencies, which is around the Veeam and our self-provisioning platform, which will allow managed service providers to cross-correlate managed detection responses and Veeam immutability as a single pane of window, allowing our managed service providers to save 2 hours of per tenant per week in engineering time, allowing them to focus on more critical areas and having a single pane of window. And we're integrated into our premium white label proactive monitoring, where we have a strict statement of work and help out with a customer responsibility matrix to help out with your technology business reviews. And of course, the upside, which is disaster recovery as a service. The threats are everywhere, and the need for validation and testing out disaster recovery as a service as a value add is really important, and we help out with that. So what we see from our point of view is an avalanche of data where managed service providers are really responsible for the asset management in the SaaS model, which is the reconciliation of Veeam licenses across the board. As a market leader in the backup disaster recovery area, what we do through our central portal is allowing our managed service providers to have a single pane of window to reconcile per tenant, and drive down that low cost of ownership utilizing that SaaS model. But we also see a level of immutability. And so what we've done today in our launch is offer different layers of immutability, including a silent installation, a mass deployment, which integrates into our portal for Veeam data. And we've also offered a data lifecycle. So we've seen in the BDR area a rush to object-based storage, which is great. We like lowering the total cost of ownership, but by doing so, we've seen a neglect of managing licenses and not seeing enough money made in other areas. And what we've done is we built our portal, which you're seeing our single point of view, the ability to offer proactive monitoring and report back to the managed service provider, help out with a DR runbook, which also prepares managed service providers for validation within the insurance industry, and incorporates into the Microsoft Teams and the life cycle of the customer's data as it ages over time, assisting with that management and driving down that cost, but not losing money, which is a race to zero. We like to have a premium offering with different tools to help the managed service provider succeed. Part of the our criteria for a managed service provider is to have a single pane of window. And so today in our launch is our integration with a Blackpoint as our MER of choice, which is also in the channel channel program ecosystem, is to have a cross correlation. So you see the endpoints in the single pane of window, allowing a 24/7 SOC to do that for you, and Storage Guardian will report within our single pane of window, and also allow the cloud BDR in a single pane of window. As I mentioned, a mass deployment and silent installation, which allows there to be an integration into PowerShells for pre-built configuration of backup sets, also allowing any engineer within the SOC team to create backup sets, retention policies, and have a single pane of window in a read-only mode at the client side to add a level of immutability, and also offering a tiered archival storage to get to the price point where you need to be for object storage without sacrificing any of the costs of managing public and private keys, which can be complex to implement without a sense of a responsibility, who does one, where it's all up to the managed service provider. Storage Guardian has implemented our single pane of window to allow that and achieve the same price points without sacrificing other tools which offer a premium. The other areas that we see is bridging the gap. So you see on one side the traditional managed service providers that are focused heavily on the BDR and air gapping the data. And then on the other side, you see the managed service providers, security service providers, and not really a single point of window where they kind of meet. And our self-provisioning portal will allow to address a single pane of window. So if the traditional managed service provider that wants to get into the security offering, they can launch a software as a service, low-cost SOC within our service provider self-provisioning portal without having all the necessarily skill sets, and offering the proactive monitoring that you're looking for, a white labeled service which allows you to have a cost-effective method to rebrand our solution. We're going to be talking about the pricing inside our booth, which is kind of the elephant in the room. Like, what is the pricing, Omri? What is the lower pricing that addresses the object-based storage? We're also giving away a $3,500 proactive monitoring contract within our booth, which addresses both the managed detection response and also the BDR resolutions within our portal. We're looking forward to talking to you about the pricing. We're also going to be giving away 2 gift cards with the Seasons of Giving that the channel program is offering that was alluded to in the beginning. And we're looking forward to having plenty of chats and talking and demonstrating our self-provisioning portal. I'd like to thank everybody for attending and listening to my pitch, and thank you for the opportunity.